The United States just won gold. Let's go! What's good, YouTube? It's Marco B. Back with another video, man. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to be here another day, man. And shout out to the Olympics, man. Another great Olympics in the books. United States won in overtime. It's funny because it was a 3v3 overtime, and I remember somebody was telling me about the 3v3 overtime, which I was like, where's all the players? The first time I ever saw, I was like, where's all the players at? And they was telling me they went to 3v3 overtime, but a absolutely fantastic game, bro. Fantastic game. To be honest, I actually woke up, which I was disappointed because my last video, I wanted to drop like an hour before the Olympics. That way, if anybody's like, on YouTube and they're just waiting for the Olympics, they woke up early, they could click on the video and then drop their prediction. But what ended up happening was, I thought I had it scheduled for Sunday, but it was actually scheduled for Monday. And I ended up waking up. The game started at 7:10 my time, and then I woke up at like 7:30, and I just started watching the game, and I was like, let me check my video, and I checked, and I was like, damn. So I uploaded middle of the game. Sucks. But anyway, today we got Hockey Psychology's Canada versus USA final. Just left us speechless, man. Let's not waste no more time, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into this breakdown, man. How y'all feeling?
So the game is finally here. Canada versus USA. Gold medal game. This is maybe the biggest hockey game, perhaps.
Wait, hold on. I bet I'm getting an echo right now. I think I'm getting an echo right now. Let me fix this for you guys. I don't want y'all to hear that.
Ever. Right away, Canada gets some bad news that they wish they hadn't. Their captain, Sidney Crosby, is unable to play. There were rumors that he would tough it out and maybe give it a shot, but knowing he wasn't 100%, Canada and Crosby preferred to have 13 forwards in there who are healthy and can contribute. So,
by the way, that part really sucked. This part right here really, really sucked, bro. I felt, bro, watching him get the silver medal at the end of the game. It really hit, bro. Like, you feel bad, bro. Captain, Mr. Sid, the middle-aged man, bro. And injuries suck, bro. Whoa! About 75% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button for me. Turn those post notifications on. It really helps the channel out and helps the channel grow. Now, back to the video.
Canada is without their captain, and Team USA is ready to go. It's been 46 years since the Miracle on Ice and the last time American hockey tasted gold at the Olympics. Both of these nations are fired up. They spent the morning smashing beers to get rid of the nerves, but they are ready to go. Now, we talked about it in our preview, but the mobility of Team USA...
Bro, and you know what? I paid attention to this, and Canada did a great job, in my opinion, of cutting this off during the game. I was trying to pay attention to them with this type of action right here, and I was like, dang, bro, they actually doing a pretty good job of stopping
Stays back end and defensive group. It was going to be an advantage for them against Canada. And in the first period, that was the story of how the U.S. were able to keep Canada's offense at bay. Mike Kelly of the NHL Network tweeted out the stats at the end of the first. Team USA were able to get out of their zone successfully 89% of the time, and we saw it firsthand on the first goal of the game. This starts with Quinn Hughes on the retrieval. He's got pressure breathing down his neck with Celebrini all over him, but he makes a simple little reverse play with both his D partner and the center Matthews swinging for support. Now this is a one-on-one battle on the wall here with MacKinnon and Matthews for a 50-50 puck. MacKinnon actually has better body positioning, but Matthews makes an unbelievable play to just get his stick in and underneath to center this puck out to Boldy, who goes in 1-on-2 on Canada's top D pairing. Now, any other time, this is likely just a shutdown play, but Boldy was determined to be a hero here. He chips it in between the two to split the D. He ties up Toews' stick to get in all alone, and it's mind games from this point on. Typically, we see guys going from their forehand to backhand, usually try to catch the goalie, pushing off of their leg to slip it 5-0. Binnington actually anticipates this. He keeps his legs closed the whole damn time, but Boldy Hahn was on a mission, and he's playing chess. He goes back to the short side to beat Binnington, and 6 minutes into this game, Team USA has a 1-0 lead.
Wow. Dang. And mind you, at the time that I woke up, this goal had already happened. When I woke up, it was 1-0. I was like, damn. I was like, what? And then I was seeing that Boldy scored, but this goal, that was crazy.
Now, going back to that stat from Mike Kelly, Canada was only successful exiting the zone 73% of the time, and actually a lot of it came from Jordan Binnington playing the puck to help out his D. We anticipated that in the preview as well because of how good USA's forecheck was, but by the end of the first, they had a 1-0 lead and the edge of creating better chances as they led 5-1 in terms of inner slot shots. But then in the second, this is where the pace really starts to pick up, and the first 10 minutes, both Binnington and Hellebuyck put on a show with.
That was absolute facts, bro. Absolute facts, bro. They were put on a show. I'm not gonna lie to you. They were putting on a show. I gotta give it to Binnington too, bro. Cause I saw some people on like Twitter that was like kind of like they were saying like he could have defended the last goal better, and maybe true enough, but a hell of a game by both of them, But second and third period, Canada was just, dude. You got to give Hellebuyck and I can't think of the guy's name. I want to say Larkin. I think it was Dylan Larkin that was had an exceptional play to stop it. Dude, they had some plays at the goal that was just absolutely amazing, which I'm sure he'll show here. But let's get back to it.
There are two different goaltending styles. Let's go to Hellebuyck first, who's the goalie who plays a little bit deeper and relies more on his positioning and size than pure athleticism. This is extremely beneficial when it comes to stopping any lateral plays, which he does on this opportunity here. Canada makes an unbelievable play to go cross ice here from the point as Theodore finds McDavid. The ideal situation here is that McDavid is a right-handed shot, but he's not. So playing a little bit more aggressive for Hellebuyck, he would have been caught out in no man's land, squaring up to Theodore. But look at the depth of Hellebuyck here on this play. He's in the middle of his crease almost, and he's able to calmly turn away this dangerous chance by staying a little bit deeper in his net and giving himself more time to react. Jordan Binnington, on the other hand, is the aggressive goalie. He comes out and challenges it.
I was so like nervous for Canada with Binnington just because of how aggressive he is, like how far he comes up. Like I haven't been watching hockey that long, but I'm like, dang, bro. But announcer made a great point to say that when Binnington does that, what happens is it makes the goal look smaller for the offensive player, to where it's like, if he's back, maybe you could see a shot to go over his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of see the goal, but once he comes out and makes himself look bigger, it's kind of harder to see the goal.
This play here, he gets an unexpected pizza as USA gets a grade A look, and right away Binnington pops out and challenges that white ice to make
look how far out he is, bro.
A huge save. Then Hellebuyck says, anything you can do, I can do better. Connor McDavid on a breakaway. Hellebuyck stays patient.
I will be honest. I will be real honest. And I'm sorry I keep pausing, but ain't gonna lie, McDavid, Celebrini, and even McKinnon with that. Wow, bro, I couldn't believe. Bro, I was expecting. I'm like, they gonna score right here, especially on the breakaways. Oof. Celebrini's breakaway, I for sure thought he was going to score. Hellebuyck did. Dude, he went crazy. You got to give it to him. He went crazy.
And stops him there. Then USA gets in penalty trouble, and they take not one, but two to go down 5-on-3. And this kill is pure balls of steel and survival mode from Team USA. They did do a good job at pressuring when they could along the wall, but this power play is so dangerous. They were going to get their looks no matter what, but Team USA found a way to keep them off the board and kill off both penalties. But then
I still struggle to believe how they defended that 5-on-3. I thought it was for sure GG's, and it would have been crucial too. It would have been crucial.
Late in the second period, we go back to the importance of face-offs. O-zone draw for Canada, Horvat versus Matthews. The States have been the better face-off team all tournament, but Horvat snaps it back, and it's a set play as Makar activates right away. He gets a clean look and flat out beats Connor Hellebuyck blocker side with 1:44 left in the second. This is all tied up at ones going into the third. Now, this is where Canada really started to take over the game on 5-on-5. They came out of the gate hot and get a little motion of their own from the back end. Marner's going to swing up high while Makar and Toews activate down low. But I want you to keep an eye here on Toews specifically. He's going to find himself all alone after Marner draws the crowd. He puts it on a platter in front of the net for Toews. Wide open cage. All he's got to do is tap it in, and he does. But Connor Hellebuyck has the paddle save of a century, robs him blind in what might go down as one of the most iconic photos in American hockey history. What a save. On top of that, the magic didn't stop there. 2 minutes later, Celebrini gets a breakaway.
This one right here, this one right here, this one right here, this one right here. I knew it, bro. Bro, when I saw this breakaway, I said, I've watched this kid do this too many times. 1-on-1. But Hellebuyck was locked, bro.
Goal scoring leader in this tournament. He tries to go low in between the stick and foot and just misses the mark. But Hellebuyck also beats him to the deck, too. He was reading it all the way. Guy was a different level of dialed in. And then we see something that may go down as one of the biggest what-ifs in Canadian hockey history. Yeah. In a scramble, the puck squirts out to Nathan MacKinnon. This...
As somebody who, like, real, bro, bro, like, this game is so hard to watch. Like, bro, being a person who watches, like, how do you guys do this, bro? How do you watch the NHL? Like, bro, it's like being an American watching this and watching NHL. Dude, knowing who Nate MacKinnon is, this player, bro, I saw it, I said, go. I said, go. I said, oh my God, what, bro? It was like, I said, dude, I said, it's not meant for him. When I saw this goal right here, look, this goal right here. When I saw this goal right here, and this actually non-goal, I said, it's not meant for him, bro. I said, it's not meant for him, bro. Because you got to understand, Nate MacKinnon on the best team in the NHL right now. How many, like somebody said, Nate MacKinnon hits his shot 99 out of 100. 99 out of 100. And the one time just happens to be right now. Because I couldn't believe it. I said, oh! I was in my room, bro. I was yelling, bro. I was like, what?
Is the second leading point scorer in the NHL, one of the deadliest weapons in hockey. He's all alone. He's got enough time to eat dinner and watch a movie all there by himself, and it's a wide open net. And by somehow, some way, he hits the side of the net. 9 times out of 10, Nathan MacKinnon is burying that all day, but not tonight. Not this game. Little nod to miracle there, and that is nightmare fuel for both him and all of Canada. Then it goes from bad to worse for the Canadians. The refs miss a...
Yeah, this right here was bad. I could say this right here was absolutely bad. I don't even know. I don't. It was just so much going on. I was like, what the fuck? Dude, the camera showed. I was like, oh, what is going on? No. He's like, get off. I was like, get off. They missed this one bad, though. I don't know what I just clicked. Hope it wasn't nothing bad.
Another too many men on the ice call against USA. Seems like every ref went to the school of Stevie Wonder when it comes to catching too many men penalties. That was then followed up by a 4-minute power play from Team USA after Sam Bennett uppercuts Jack Hughes' teeth out of his mouth. Of course, though, that was cut short as Jack Hughes would end up taking a high sticking penalty of his own after drawing one. Now, he's sitting in the box, probably shitting his pants, putting the best power play in the world on the ice in the dying minutes where, again, the Team USA PK and Connor Hellebuyck find a way to keep them off the board. So, after 60 minutes, one of the best...
By the way, I think the United States end up going for the whole tournament 100. Let's see. Let's actually look this up right here. United States men's hockey PK percentage. Yep. That's what I thought. I was gonna say, I think they did still end up going 100%. 100% on penalty kills is absolutely insane. I'm sorry. Y'all couldn't even see that. Y'all couldn't even see that. Let's Google it again. There we go. So y'all, okay. The first time the AI dude did it. 100%. They went 100%. Just so y'all can see on a penalty kill. That was absolutely insane, bro.
Hockey games we've ever seen is going to go to 3-on-3 overtime, which I think was always going to be the case based on how close these two teams are. And of course, the controversial thing is that it is 3-on-3 and not 5-on-5 like it usually is in the Stanley Cup playoffs. But before you start crying, both of these teams won in 3-on-3 to get here, so I don't want to hear anyone bitching and complaining when it comes to the loss. Within the first minute, you can feel this game ending right away, and Quinn Hughes is almost the man who does it. One-timer right in the wheelhouse.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, this one, I was like, Quinn Hughes for the shot. Yes.
And Jordan Binnington fueling glovely to keep the game alive.
Give me that.
Next shift, Canada puts on the nuclear line. McDavid goes for the solo effort. It's stuffed, and Werenski gets possession in the corner. In this,
I could tell you every time McDavid, McKinnon, or Celebrini touch the puck, I prepared myself for the worst.
Creates the biggest puck battle of the game. Werenski barely shovels this towards the middle of the ice, which leaves Cale Makar and Jack Hughes in a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff to see who gets to this puck first. Makar knows that if he steps up here and gets to it first, he can feed McDavid all alone. On the other side, though, if he whiffs, it is a 3-on-1 the other way and complete disaster. We're talking a game of inches here, ladies and gentlemen, as Hughes makes an unbelievable poke play over to Werenski, and now it's a 3-on-1 with only McKinnon back. Again, you see kind of this hesitation here from McKinnon. He doesn't want to lunge and leave Hughes wide open, but instead of Werenski just poking it towards the middle, he's going to pull this in and make a strong play to fight off McKinnon, and Jack Hughes is now open, coming down Main Street, and this is an all-world finish. He knows Binnington is going to push out and make himself big, so the shot has to be an instant catch and release to catch Binnington within movement, and this sick puppy nails it. He goes 5-0 to remind Binnington to close his damn legs, and there you have it.
Oh, man. Rough one. Oh. Binnington, look, you can tell, too. You can tell exactly where he thought this shot was going up here. For sure. Look at it. Look at his glove, bro. He for sure. He was preparing for this right here. Caught him 5-0.
He goes 5-0 to remind Binnington to close his damn legs, and there you have it. It is the golden goal for Team USA. After 46 years, Jack Hughes gets Team USA their Olympic gold.
Oh, that's so rough. Oh, my God. Kiss your girlfriend with that mouth.
To end one of the most entertaining games we've ever seen. It is pure elation on one side and pure devastation on the other. Team USA, on the anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, creates a new moment in American hockey history as Jack Hughes will go down as the hero. Afterwards, they gave a beautiful tribute to Johnny Gaudreau as they skated around with his jersey after winning
Rest in
gold.
peace,
Storybook moment right there. As for Canada, this is a different feeling than they're used to. When 5-on-5, it's clear they dominated this game, especially in the third period, but they couldn't beat the wall that was Connor Hellebuyck. 42 shots, 41 saves. He was the best damn player on the U.S. by a mile. Nathan MacKinnon, I'm almost certain is going to need therapy after this game. He almost lost his damn mind when they gave him the silver medal and a stuffed Webkin to boot. Don't blame him. I'd be pretty pissed too. Canadians and people in the hockey world will complain about it being 3-on-3 to decide this game, saying it's not real hockey. And while I do...
Listen, you take 4 players out the ice, now hockey's not hockey no more. There's a reason overtime and shootout are in play. It's all TV driven the end game, so it's not a long time. There's a reason why it's not in the Stanley Cup final or a playoff. I can understand both sides of this too, because I can understand, like, especially for the Olympics. I understand why the Olympics did 3-on-3 because they were just like, I mean, it's so many sports that they're going to and trying to, I guess, get on TV that they want to make sure, hey, because you got to think about it. As much as you could love hockey, or I love hockey, or I love college football, or I love basketball, or anything that, and whatever sport you love, there's also other people that watch their sport and they want to see their sport on TV. So I understand. But I also can see the thing of saying hockey is 5, so hockey is 5-on-5. So then let's do 5-on-5. But I understand them saying, first of all, 3-on-3 really shows off a certain player's skill. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's also more kind of strategic too, because you're really having to think like 3-on-3. I got to make sure that if we're gonna switch, we got to get this switch off in time, and also what are the 3 best players for this situation or what's going on. So I can see both sides.
Agree that the gold medal game shouldn't be decided with 3-on-3. Both of these teams wouldn't be here without winning in 3-on-3, like I said before. So the States found a way to get the job done flat out and won it fair and square. As for the tournament MVP, the chirp that Tkachuk had for Draisaitl and pretty much McDavid as well as the bridesmaid, but never the bride, continues to haunt McDavid for the time being. He wins the tournament MVP, and this poor fella might hold the record for the most MVPs in a losing scenario. The burden and pressure on this guy to win, to be considered the true greatest of all time, continues to live on. Of course, the depression kicks into an entirely new gear when they see Sidney Crosby come out to accept the silver medal. Gray hair and everything, this may be the last time we see Sidney Crosby play for Canada at the Olympics. A storybook career with international success all over it may end on a bitter, bitter note. All that being said, this is the era for American hockey. It has never been more talented. This gold medal is a statement for how far they've come both on the men and women's side. One of the bigger narratives or point of contention for Americans was Auston Matthews being the captain. However, after all the doubt, he led this team to a gold medal. Even after the game, the Hughes brothers came to his defense saying Auston Matthews is a winner, and that's what the media in Toronto should be talking about. Offensively, he had his moments, but defensively, especially in this game,
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that?
Thought he was lights out. So the Olympics end with the gold medal around the neck of the Americans, with them on top of the hockey mountain for the next 4 years. So what did you think of the Olympics and this game? Was this the best hockey game we've ever seen?
Let me know. I know this video, his video went way longer, but I was excited about this. I have fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had real fun watching this. My first Olympics watching as an NHL fan. I pray one day that they become less strict and allow us to actually use clips and videos and react to the games. That would be very special. But amazing, bro. Great job by Canada. Great job by every team in the tournament. I mean, like, just being there representing your country is it's an honor in itself, man. It really is. Shout out to Canada. Really dominating, really dominating. I'm not gonna lie, really dominating until it just some key moments to where they couldn't get the puck in the net, and Hellebuck just denied them getting the puck in the net, and that happens, bro. It's hockey, it's sports. All for the love, man. Comment down below. Let me know how y'all feeling. Now let's get back to this NHL season, man. Get ready. I think I saw some other day where it's about like 57. It says something like 57 days away from the playoffs. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. I'm rocking with the Sharks. I'm rocking with the Sharks. 2026 Cup champions, baby. Nah, seriously though, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. And if you want to see more videos just like this, check out the video. Oh, right here in the middle of the screen. Stay peaceful, stay positive, stay disciplined. Always be